Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another daily Scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. I'm Anson. That's Willow. Hey, baby girl. I know, with your judgy eyebrows, because mommy cut your hair. But today is Tuesday, and actually changed it up a little bit because my tripod, my little tripod that I usually use for recording, is actually out in the truck. And I don't feel like going out there right now because it's cold. It's actually below freezing this morning. Had some frost and stuff on the ground. Stuff's a little frozen. Obviously, none of the water froze or anything like that. So that's a plus. But it is cold, and we ran out of propane. So the only heat that we currently have right now is the electric heaters. And it's not keeping up because, yeah, it's cold, like I said. So obviously we're bundled up. The girls' room always stays nice and warm because that's a small space. And do you mind? Do you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation with our lovely subscribers. Ah, really? But as I was saying, it stays nice and warm in there with their heater because it's a smaller space. Close the door and it keeps it nice and toasty in there. So they normally sleep very well. For us, our door stays open to our room, even though we have electric heater that will face towards our room. So it does keep it warmer than like out here in the main area. But then in the mornings, once we're up, we'll take that heater that's in our room to bring over here, or we'll just leave it plugged in to where it normally stays. And then we'll just turn the heater around and kind of move it over. But it takes a little bit to get this space warmed up because our RV is not very well insulated. Well insulated? Yeah. So she's got her sweater on. I got my jacket on. And she always wants to cuddle because mom cut off all her hair. So now she's cold. And you've been scratching. I see. You've been scratching. So this one wants to stay cuddling. That way she's like, I'm cold, Dad. Mom cut off all my hair. And my sweater's not keeping me warm. So that's what we do now. Is she always wants to be nice and close to stay warm. Huh. Tell you, it was too early. Mom cut off my hair too early. But that's okay, because I don't mind cuddling. So. Huh. Huh, baby girl. You don't, but look at them judgy eyes. And it's funny too because she'll raise one that will be like vroom, 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 back and forth. Am I talking about you? Yeah. But Gladys actually ran into town, so she had another appointment this morning. Is actually with the so the appointment yesterday was just an annual thing for the VA. And then today is actually a TRICARE appointment. But that's actually here in town. So she didn't actually have to go to the big city. The big city, right? So while she's there, she's actually going to pick up some propane. And such. Huh. That way we can have stuff, which for cooking or anything like that, we do have, electric kettles and stuff like that we can use, or electric frying pans. So we are able to still cook whenever we do run out of propane. For the most part, obviously breakfast times, you can always throw down some cereal if we need to eat some cereal. But I know like mom and dad, they have to have eggs every single morning, right? So it's one of those that for them to be able to get through their day, we can use the electric skillets if needed. So, and I do know, so we've been trying to hold on to some of like our egg cartons and such, because we have already talked to like Jeff over at Bobblehead Homestead, for eggs, right? If we're providing him the cartons and stuff like that, we can start getting eggs from him in the morning and such, which not free, right? We're still gonna pay for them, so but it's gonna be a much healthier option than the store bought eggs and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing that, and then hopefully come this spring. It may be a little later. I don't know. It really all depends on how fast we can get an area set up, but we are going to try to get some chickens this year. So that is one of the things on our bucket list, along with setting up areas for garden. We are going to try to get some gardening, even if we just have to do stuff out of buckets or out of tubs, to try to get some gardening going in. I know one of the biggest things that Gladys liked to do, even when we were in Virginia, was like a salsa garden. So if we could even get just the onions going, some peppers going, some jalapenos, some serranos, just the different tomatoes, the Romas, the beefsteaks, just some of the different tomatoes that she likes to use in the salsas and such like that. That's where we're going to get going this year. So we still don't, obviously the main area that we want to have as a garden area hasn't been cleared yet. So that's one of the things that we'll have to work on, is clearing out trees, right? Because we still have a lot of clearing to do, a lot of trees that has to come out, just so those areas have sunlight for growing and such. Because there's still a lot of clearing that needs to be done in those areas before we actually get set up for full-time gardening and having stuff in the ground and having the greenhouses and just all those things, right? So it's a lot of stuff to do, and until we really get the equipment for clearing, obviously we can cut down trees, we can do those things, but we're still having issues with Little Mac, keeping tires inflated on Little Mac. So until I can get tubes or new tires for that's kind of a issue that we're still having. So but and that's just to be able to help with skidding logs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else we got going on that I haven't talked about. Vehicles are still in process of being repaired. Septic is still, the big debacle right now is still getting septic done, which I'm actually doing that right now on the computer, is looking at different products, just getting a products list, getting some prices, getting that budget and stuff settled in. But that's what we're doing. All right. Well, I'm going to keep this dog warm. I'm going to continue to drink my coffee to stay warm myself. Even though it's not the good coffee. We get what is cheap. And then I save my good coffee for Sundays. But, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I'm going to keep this dog warm. I'm going to continue looking up products for the septic stuff and just seeing how much this is going to cost. and continue to go from there. But we definitely appreciate y'all for following the journey, helping us grow, sharing us out. It's greatly appreciated, both here and on the main channel. And then, last but not least, remember to always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. We'll see you tomorrow. There you go.